Let's fight. Welcome to each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from this evening. Let us know how you're receiving us. We are privileged to be on with you folks. Another evening, another night. Welcome in the ring. Whether you guys are joining us on Twitter, you guys are joining us on YouTube, you guys are joining us on Facebook. Welcome in the ring again. It's our privilege having each and every one of you with us. I see Kesh Sharma is already here. I see, is it Chiselle is here as well, and Sharon Griffith. All of you fantastic folks, wherever you are joining us from this evening. Welcome again and again. We are so privileged to have each and every one of you guys. You are valuable to us. You are valuable to us. We see value in each and every one of you, and we are certain that you guys see some value in our program, and that is what keeps you guys coming back time after time. Those of you who are new to the program, welcome in the ring. We get a little feisty around here sometimes, but you guys are going to get to understand us and how we operate. Again, it is so good to see each and every one of you. Patricia, is it Patricia? Rachel Wolford, rather. Philippa. Good to see each and every one of you. Kylie Carter and Cecile. Great to see you, Cecile. Folks, the names are rushing by so fast. By the time I see the first name, it's already gone. Welton Blue, Diana Jones, Morna Monroe. I'm trying here. Angela Jordan, guys. Great to see each and every one of you. Great to see all of you. I would rather share the next hour with no one else but you guys. Tremendously privileged that you are here with us and we are here with you guys. What kind of day have you guys had? Again, so happy to see so many of you joining us tonight. Coming up, we have the one and only Amanza Walton-Desir. Coming up, we have the one and only Elson Low is going to be joining us, and we are going to be going through the paces with them this evening in the ring, folks. I don't know about you, but I am fired up and ready to go, ready to get to the fight card. Let us know, guys, how you're receiving us out there. Is it Cycling Earl I see there, and Donna Levan and Laverne, Harry Chiran, Kelman Passad, Paul D'Angelo, Donna McDonald again, Anita is there, Anita Alkins. Good to see so many of you. Great to see so many of you. Privileged to see so many of you. Denise London Welchman and Alex Ann, rather. Great to see each and every one of you. Great to see each and every one of you. Again, welcome in the ring. Forgive me for being a little distracted there. A lot of moving parts at the back this side. Privileged to see so many of you. Privileged to see so many of you showing up here in the ring with us. Guys, you know, as you come into the Coliseum, you come into the arena, we invite you to share the live stream. We want to see those emojis too. Guys, we know, we are at the weekend, but we don't gear down at the weekend. We get more fired up. We get more energetic, folks, as we come closer and closer to the weekend. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. But nevertheless, we are privileged to have each and every one of you with us. As I said, Amanza Walton-Desir is going to join us a little later on our program. And Elson Low, young economist, is going to be joining us. And he's going to tell you why he's here this evening. But so glad to see so many of you guys. You come in the live stream. Share. We can't do this without you. Similarly, we don't run out of water. And that's why we ask you guys to come on board and partner with us. We ain't taking nothing from nobody besides the ringsiders. And we want to keep this program going. And we know you would have us keep this program going as well. We have the Cash App available for you. The Cash App platform is the $ in the ring 592. The $ in the ring 592 at PayPal is in the ring 592 at gmail.com. In the ring 592 gmail.com at MMG, our number 627-6963. Our number at MMG 627-6963. We are the MoneyGram platform available via the Western Union platform as well. We ain't got no problem with them. They ain't got no problem with us, folks. We are fired up here and we are ready to get through the hot topics this evening. Great to see so many of you. I see Royston Melvin and is it Sherwin Chan and Kirk Heidecken. I see Denise London Welchman again. I see Dolores Denny. All of our favorites. I see, is it Patricia Leacock? And I see, and I want to give a shout out to Patricia Amsterdam, one of our favorite ringsiders. Guys, great to see each and every one of you. Wherever you guys are joining us from this evening, we are ready to get into the fight card. Quite a bit of information before we get our guests in the ring with us this evening, guys. Thanks for joining the live stream. And again, as you come into the Coliseum, into the arena, share the live stream. Let's see what's on the fight card this evening. Tremendously privileged to see each and every one of you. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to see, ready to see what's on the fight card. Ready to see what's on the fight card there. And we are going to have that up and ready to go in just a second. Yep. Fired up, guys, and we are ready to go. Ready to have you guys see what's on the fight card. What has happened throughout the course of the day in the last 24 hours, guys. The last 24 hours. Picture of the day. Picture of the day. Picture of the day. Guys, this is one of my favorite points in the program. Favorite parts and points in the program. Picture of the day. Picture of the day. It's the Jacobats. It's the trenches. It's the Nakavakamites. It's the Hippocytes. It's them. Picture of the day. Yeah, boys are good. And then he's jump out. And then he's roll out. Catfish. Y'all know he. Catfish himself. The man himself. Picture of the day. Take a look at this, folks. This is the man in action. Quite a bit of information to get you. This is the man of action. Catfish. Yep, he's a good. And then he's just shout out, show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. It's not a bad suit, but things tight. The coming up shorty is not a bad suit, folks, but things tight. Not a bad suit, not a bad choice. Man went to dinner, but things tight. We say when you get up. You see, we gotta do these lessons more often. You gotta unbutton. You understand me? When you sit down. When you get up, you button. When you sit down, you unbutton. You understand me? But things look tight here. Show me the evidence. Clinton Erling. You know the man, old man, we all know the man. Show me the evidence. What happened to Clinton Erling? What happened to Clinton Erling? This apparently was at the Private Sector Commission dinner last year. The man lash out in a fancy suit. Suit him bad. I'll give you little points there. But things tight. Things tight. We gotta get this man a personalized tail, We gotta get this man a personalized tail. The man wife's spending millions on a set of unnecessary projects. The least we can do is get this man a proper tailor. So this was the fella last night. The man lash out. You understand me? Your friends are going good. And tomorrow, you're seeing some big jacket covering the wrist, all kind of foolishness. He come good here. You see where that wrist stop? Don't look at the one that is by the button. Look at the one that is down, is hanging down. That hand there. You see how the wrist stop nicely there? That is where it should stop. You understand me? And your shirt sleeve should be barely peeping out there. If it's not showing, that is cool. But things a little tight here. We have to fix this. We gotta rectify this, folks. We gotta rectify things a little tight. You gotta put on like a half-yard more. A half-yard more cloth. Things tight, folks, with catfish. Things real tight. Let me turn your attention now to the crosses. You know them, we all know them. So the crosses, soon as they come back, it's crosses August 2nd, 2020. Oh, the skies went dark in this country. It's a pack of crosses. I don't know if it's a school or a show or what. It's a whole set of crosses. Starting with this Jagabat here. With this Jagabat. We all know he. Sheikh Bash. Sheikh Bash should be nowhere close to government. How we made it, only God knows. He should be nowhere close to government. Yet, folks. Here, Sheikh Bash is. No proper water. No proper water on the Sheikh Bash. We have been given some complaints. And we have some video. In the system. It is water 1 and water 2. We have to label it. Water 1 and water 2. In the system. Sheikh Bash ain't got no water, people. He ain't got no water. And folks, people have been sending us their videos, Sophia got trouble with water. B-Field in particular, and then GPL, a patron at GPL, a customer, a client, send us a video when they went and bust the pipe to sanitize their hands. My God, after sanitizing from this pipe, you need to be sanitized further. So this is what transpired at GPL Main Street. This is a stone throw from State House. Take a look at this.
This is nasty.
That's GPL, you know. That is water by GPL. Folks, that is water by GPL. You can imagine you going on the pipe to sanitize your hand.
Here in BP's Defiant. This is a service that Shake Bash, an oil producing company, is giving the residents.
Yep, and that is B-Field Sapphire. Sorry for the cut there. That is GPL, the first instance. You can imagine you going at a government entity. You got to sanitize your hand, and you're willing to, you bust the pipe, and the water pelting out there, you got to sanitize your hand from the water coming through the pipe. And then the second, that even darker one, that's what the residents there in B-Field Sapphire faced with. And residents in central Georgetown telling us that for days, since Monday, in some instances, they have not had running water. Since Monday, Father, you know, talk all you want. Talk all you want about Richard Van Westcharles, Dr. Richard Van Westcharles. That entity, GWI, Guyana Water Inc., was progressing, was making strides under Dr. Richard Van Westcharles. Talk what you want, folks. We were going somewhere. Now look, the water coming through our taps. Let's take a look back at that one from Sapphire. Let's take a look at that again. Do we have that? Or the other one?
This is nasty.
Good. You all see what we're saying, folks? Sheikh Bash ain't got no proper water. Sheikh Bash has no proper water. I think we have the one from Sapphire now. Let's take a look at that.
Good morning. This is the water we have coming through our tap here in BP's Defiant. This is a service that Shake Bash, an oil producing company, is giving the residents.
Yep. That is water in an oil producing country. Oil producing cooperative republic, folks. There you have it. So Sheikh Bash ain't got no proper water. Bring back Dr. Richard Van Westcharles. I beg y'all. Bring the man back. For our own safety, for our own happiness, for our own health concerns. Bring the man back. Sheikh Bash must got some other function, like by the palms and so on. Some other function. But this GWI business, folks, come on. No proper water on the Sheikh Bash. No proper water. The PPP, the wicked, stink and dirty. Wicked, stink and dirty, folks. Wicked, stink and dirty. Can't put it any other way, no. That is how the people are. Can you imagine? You working for 7 months without pay? That is what the GDF reservists are going through. The folks from the Guyana People's Militia, that's what they're going through. We were made to understand, even some data entry clerks on the front line, fighting COVID, inputting data. Those folks, the reservists, the Guyana People Militia officers on the front line ensuring people are vaccinated. 7 months. What kind of Christmas those folks must have? What kind of Christmas? But the PPP, the wicked, the stink and the dirty, Shelley Bannister, you know it's the truth. Shelley, you know we talking the things. Rolf Fredericks, Adele Semple, Shawnette Barnes, Volme Wilson, Nicola Bess. Y'all know we talking the things. Volme, Andrew, Caleb, Roxanne, Odessa Jacobs. Y'all know we talking the things, folks. Why don't you take the opportunity and share with the international community? Share the live stream. Let's see the kind of water coming through the taps. Let us show them how they treat the servicemen and women. No pay for 7 months. How people going on? What kind of life y'all think people will have? Huh? What kind of life? But the PPP, they're wicked. That's the only how you could not pay people for 7 months, and you think they can survive. But you don't even care if they live or die. 7 months. The wicked, the stink, and the dirty. When we hear somebody getting a big contract to build a modern 11-story building, the new breakdown police station. The new breakdown police station, they can't even tell me who burned down the DPP office. They don't have out contract. Big money got to spend. Well, we waiting to see who. Which one of the boys? Which one of them from the cabal getting this big contract here? Which one of them? Huh? You know what? You know what that one, the install, Ben telling us today? Ben telling us that he is now waiting on the electrical report before they give us the report about who burned down the DPP office at the office of ORMP there in Ivleary. Ben said the fire chief, the fire service had given him the report, but initially he said the report had to be reviewed. Now he said, hold on, the fire component ain't finished yet. What will it be next? What skullduggery, what foolishness will it be next? Well, he buys them getting big contract, 11-story modern building. Well, if the new fire service headquarters costs us over 600 million, imagine how the 11-story modern building, how much that going to cost the Guyanese taxpayer? Some friend, some family, some side chick, some lover, some cockle getting this money here. The PPP folks, the wicked, the stink, and the dirty. But y'all got a new airline now. Y'all try it out. New airline touchdown, Inter-Caribbean Airlines touchdown at Chedi Jagan International Airport. And who was on to greet the folks there? Fisher Bishop, Warner Jill. And then you had Line Onage Waldron. They come out. Yep. Inter-Caribbean Airlines. Inter-Caribbean Airlines. Folks, airlines don't do good in this country, you know. Especially under these crosses. How many airlines we had under them? You better tell them people from Inter-Caribbean Airlines. They had Red Jet, Easy Jet, Black Jet, Pink Jet. Dynamic. Boy, that was a dynamic mess. All failed. Why? The crosses. Once you touch up to these jacobats, you can't see away. You cannot see your way. So this airline apparently is flying between Georgetown and Barbados. Yep. Inter-Caribbean Airlines. And we are made to understand that their local handlers, according to the report that we saw, the local handlers. Who are the local handlers? The local handlers is Duplage, the Jagabat, Jerry Govaya. Yep. You remember Dynamic? You remember Dynamic? Soon as he touch up with them, I realize this airline ain't going too far. I wish them the best. But if you touch it up with Jerry them, I think you go too far. Jerry mash up Dynamic. Then Dynamic rebrand as something else. They mashed it up too. Now we're trying with Inter-Caribbean Airlines. You understand me? You see, if these people went by themselves, I might give them a chance. I might have given them a job. I can't see myself with them. Are you there with Jerry? No. Wrong bank. Wrong bank. Jerry Govaya, the advisor on national security. Them people? No. Wrong bank. So I wish them the best, you know. But based on their association, I think they got a short lifespan. I think they got a short lifespan. The people say they here for the long haul, but somebody should have warned them. Somebody should have warned them, but these folks did. Things tight, people. Things tight. So perhaps for intercriminators, any port for storm. Things tight. Things tight. Some nurses raising their hand. Oh, we saw a post from a nurse this morning. Lambasting the administration here, the installed administration, the installed regime. To be more accurate, we can't see all the things the nurses said, but the nurse was wading into them with this 7%. The nurse bushed Shabank Yard, sir, at the ATM. What the nurse see was 3%, and she wasn't having it. But she didn't sever them. Is what was not left to be said about the installed crew. But this nurse here, things tight, people. Things tight. This nurse here was recently remanded. According to the reports, she broke into the home of her ex-lover, carted off with a number of items, gold, jewelry, and money, and so on. Things tight, people. And she ain't bad looking, you know. She ain't bad looking. She ain't bad looking at all. But things tight. So the report we saw suggested she broke into the home of her former lover. Something you do, you know. Something. Right? More in the epistle, more in the matter than in the epistle with this one here. We can keep following this one. You understand? She look bad lucky. Something more in the matter than on the epistle with this one. Things tight. So the nurse broke in the man's house. Carried jewelry and money. That's what the report's saying. These times under these jagabats making people do some weird things. They wouldn't ordinarily do it. The forces is the things. It's the things, folks. It's the things acting up. Dark forces. Things tight. And look what happened on the COVID front. Under these jagabats. These hypocrites. Or as the education minister installed would say, hypocrites. Can't even spell one man's whole government, whole country. These hypocrites. Y'all remember where we went with COVID-19 initially? Y'all remember that? When these jagabats took over, these Philistines, there were 21 COVID deaths. On the second day of August 2020, there were 21 COVID deaths and 474 confirmed cases. Just today, more deaths. We're now at 1,028. And we close to 40,000 confirmed cases under these jagabats. They know nothing of COVID-19 management. Absolutely nothing. Folks, you better share the live stream. They know nothing. They know nothing. And they won't learn either. Nothing they know of COVID-19, folks. Absolutely nothing. So there are more deaths. Frank, the other day, they came out big. They don't cut the ribbon. Promise delivered. Initially, they told us they need no oxygen for the COVID center. That place that was put down with the foresight of the new AFC on the former Minister of Health, competent Minister of Health, Father Lawrence. We knew based on the deaths that place was producing something was wrong. And they held back till they could hold back no more. They needed greater oxygen capacity. They told us the other day they have purchased a whole plant. After lying to the nation, they ain't got no oxygen problem. They have sufficient oxygen and all of that. After lying to the nation, that they buy a whole oxygen plant. Now Frank Anthony, the installed Minister of Health, has come to tell us that they are still buying oxygen. After they had a whole oxygen plant, either they bought it or it was donated by the Indian government. Now they are still buying oxygen, you know. They want $300 million for oxygen for the COVID center. You think COVID getting better? If you buy oxygen, Dave, for $300 million, you think COVID getting better? As Frank would have us to believe. You know what Frank said about the oxygen plant? This installed Minister of Health is telling us the oxygen plant is still in India, but they don't have transportation to bring it. They don't have transportation. Why y'all don't spend 300 million on transportation? With 300 million, you can't buy a jumbo jet. Frank said the oxygen plant, it's in India still, but they don't have transportation to bring it. You see, corruption in this country could never finish. With people like this, corruption could never finish. So from no oxygen needs to yes, we need oxygen. And because we need oxygen, we bring in a whole plant. And these guys telling us COVID done, you know. By their actions, they're telling us COVID done. By their actions, how they acting, you think COVID finished. But then they go and buy a big plant. And now they're spending $300 million, folks, on COVID-19. 300 million. We big, but we ain't stupid. Folks, we big, but we ain't stupid. Coming up, Amanza Walton-Desir. Coming up, young economist Elson Low will be joining us. But first, folks, we big, but we ain't stupid. Tell them, Veronica Primo, Nandi Melissa, tell them we big, but we ain't stupid. Shelly Bannister, we big, but we ain't stupid. You folks sharing the live stream for us this evening, wherever you're joining us from around the world, share the live stream, folks. We big, but we ain't stupid. And we want them to know, Sukhchan Sudhari, we big, but we ain't stupid. We're going to have to skip some of this stuff. There's so much information to share with you guys. We big, folks, but we ain't stupid. And let me just give you one instance how we big, but we ain't stupid. In Region 2, a lot of things happening. Let me start there in Region 2. Y'all remember, this Jagabat here, Sukrishna Lal, this fellow here, the Finance Secretary, Sukrishna Lal Pasha, that's the fellow. This is the Grinch that stole Christmas, you know. He told us no Christmas parties, no socials, because why? COVID-19. COVID-19. That's what they tell we. No Christmas parties. He's the Finance Secretary at the Ministry of Finance. Sukrishna Lal Pasha, that's his name. The Grinch that stole Christmas is this fellow. Look at his face. The Grinch that stole Christmas. This is the fellow. So they told us no socials and no parties. But right now, in Region 2, we are being made to understand. We got a big file on Region 2. We're giving y'all one piece this evening. In Region 2, we are made to understand the authorities there, the regional administration in Region 2. They done pay down for their staff parties at a big hotel in Region 2, $1 million. That's just with the accommodation. They have paid down $1 million for the staff party. That's the regional administration, you know. And on top of that, the staff party is going to cost about $5 million. And them boys said the public servants can't have party, can't have social. But look what they're doing. And why? Why you can't get party and you can't get social? Because of COVID-19. Right? But this is the administration who clearly flouting their own COVID-19 protocols. Because the public servants, Dave, can't have staff party, can't have social. But look them last night by the Private Sector Commission dinner. Yeah. Bring it up big on the screen so the world can see how hypocritical they are. What hypocrites, jagabats and vagabonds they are. They out partying last night, socializing. This is the Private Sector Commission dinner. The lady wear the tight jacket, fancy tight jacket too. But public servants in this country, Clive Jackson, Deborah Halley, Lisa Pitt, Shondell Moses, can't have a social. They got to take a 7,000 hamper in the chest. Bap! Danish cookies, Danish cookies, Danish cookies. The public servants can't have staff party and social, but these jagabats can have their parties. They are hypocrites. Look them again at the same function. At another function rather, just today. This is them in Region 6. The people who say you can't have staff party and social because of COVID. They are such liars. I like hearing myself saying, and they're such liars and hypocrites. Look at them in Region 6 today. And they're telling The public, oh, y'all can't have staff party and social because of COVID-19. Look at them, eh? Look at them in Region 6 again. It's the hypocrisy for us. Trust you are the one with them in Region 6. It's the hypocrisy for us. And you can tell public servants, folks, y'all better share the live stream. I want the world to see how hypocritical these guys are. Public servants cannot have a staff party, socialize after the trials that this government, this regime putting them through. One member of the public servant say, oh God, things never been so bad under these guys. Under Granger, like under these folks. So we saw catfish in Region 6 where all them hundreds of people meeting, talking up all the lies and propaganda. All of their lies and propaganda. Let's switch to that. All the lies and propaganda. They're talking. Folks, share the live stream for us. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, folks. Share the live stream. Talking up big. And we understand something. A principle we were taught young in life. When you settle for less, temporary becomes permanent. Right? So Catfish got this shirt jacket in all colors of the rainbow. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. But what caught our attention was the sign on this lectern. We don't know who GC is, GCIE. We don't know who the people be. But how they put up the sign? Somebody just take a scotch tape and say, Catfish coming here. Blap. You throw your hand for your chest. This is the organization I figure hosted this event there in Region 6. Let's just take the CHS. Just take some scotch tape. Blap. You understand me? Y'all want to run the whole country. Y'all don't think the international community, these diplomats y'all carry to these events to see y'all foolishness and full display. Don't laugh at y'all. Don't laugh at y'all. You think the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago would stand up behind a lectern with a little scotch tape down on it? But this is the cooperative oil producing republic with the black water coming through the top. You think me and Martley people could put you behind a lectern that got a little scotch tape, lash it, pop, pop, pop? Yeah? No, but this is the cooperative oil producing republic we're talking about. You think wholeness people would put him in Jamaica, would put him behind a podium like this? But this is we, cooperative oil producing republic. The refrain is, this is Guyana, anything will do. Folks, share the live stream. So y'all dash Catfish in a hot orange shirt jack and lash him behind a lectern with a whole set of scotch tape on it. And y'all ready for prime time. Y'all manage your whole country. Folks, y'all better get your act together for 2022. You better get your act together for 2022. You better get your act together for 2022. I'm ready for the main event. And we main event and got no scotch tape lashed to it. Bless child, share the live stream for us. Jack Twillen Johnson, we know it's Friday, but share the live stream. Sonia Cummins, we're fired up here. Ready to go. Share the live stream, Nicola Best. Wherever you guys are joining us from, we don't run a what, We got no scotch tape, lash no equipment, we got it. Because we're concerned about the quality of our program. I'm always trying to tweak it for you guys, to give you nothing but the best. And that is why we ask you guys ever so often, come on board and partner with us. Come on board and partner with us. We're supposed to be having with us this evening young Elson Low and also the one and only Amanza Walton-Desir. They're going to be joining us. But folks, take the opportunity as you go into the weekend to partner with us at Cash App. Is it all sign in the ring 592 at PayPal? It's in the ring 592 at gmail.com. We're also available at the MMG platform via MoneyGram and via Western Union as well. That being said, folks, we hasten on to the main event. We have our first guest with us this evening, the one and only, the young economist, Mr. Elson Low. For the main event, folks, welcome, Elson. I think this is his first time in the ring. Happy to have him nonetheless. My brother, welcome.
Hi, good to be on. I didn't realize I was the main event, but that's a good
Fantastic. Good to have you, Elson. We know, Elson, that you're one of the persons. Big weekend coming up in the PNCR, the 21st Annual Delegates Congress. Big weekend coming up. What are you vying for there? And tell us why people should vote for you. Talk to us, Elson.
Well, I'm looking to be the treasurer as well as to be on the central executive committee of the PNCR. But the first thing I wanted to say is to all my supporters across the country, in town, outside of town, in the furthest reaches of this country, I want to thank you for being with me on this journey. And this is a winning ticket, and I invite other delegates to get on to this winning ticket. But essentially, the reason that I'm looking to be the treasurer and to be on the central executive committee is because I see that there are a lot of reforms that we need to do in terms of our fundraising and in terms of the way we operate as a party that are things which exist in other countries, which we have been very slow to adopt. When I talk about modern fundraising, often people will hear that in my campaign materials. I'm talking about things that the Obama campaign did 10 years ago. Small dollar donations, being organized about the way that you raise funds, and ensuring that you're not solely dependent upon big business in order to fund your party. We've got to really diversify the fundraising base, and I would encourage all parties to do that. But we as the PNCR need to focus on diversifying that fundraising base so that we can have a stronger base, but also so that we can raise more funds. I think we'll raise much more. President Obama raised millions and millions of dollars with these methods. This is the way to go. So that's one of the key things. But there's other things that I think I bring to the table and that the CEC is desperately in need of. One of them being that I was an investigator at SARA, where I was tasked with researching the oil and gas economy. And so for a couple of years, we were doing research on the oil and gas economy, what to expect, the types of corruption. And so that's the type of expertise that I think is really vital for the central exec. It's important for us to understand in depth not only our experience, but the experience of other countries. Right now, we're seeing a Natural Resources Fund Act being introduced, where all the oil money is stored. And I don't know if they're trying to sneak it by us when everybody is focused on Congress. But, that's an act
The
that
wicked.
yeah, the sneaking it very sneaky. I give them credit for that. But essentially, there's some serious concerns there because the act has some pretty large loopholes that would allow us to go down the path that Venezuela went, where you have much too much spending and there's not controls. These are the types of things that the coalition took great pains to avoid when it crafted its original Natural Resources Fund Act. So, that type of expertise I think is really vital to bring to the Central Executive Committee. And the last thing that I always try to communicate is that, a lot of people will say, oh, they'll bring jobs, they'll bring jobs. Sharon, I have asked 100 people in this country if they can name even one MP that represents their region, and exactly zero people could name one MP that represented their region. Normally, what we have is offices for all MPs with staff. Those staff are people who are obviously sympathetic to that cause. So I imagine that party members would be sympathetic to those causes, etc. I've had endless friends who served in these types of offices, and this is something that is vitally needed in our country to ensure that people are always feeling connected to their representatives, especially their regional representatives. We often hear the cry, oh, you're not talking to the grassroots, you have to be more grassroots. But what I'm advocating is systems that will help us to be more grassroots. And this is for both sides of the aisle. Help us to really respond to and to listen to and to be in touch with our average supporter at all times. And again, this is something that is common everywhere in the world. We have MPs with offices. You can write to them, you can visit them. But in Guyana, we don't really have those systems in place. So that is something that I think really needs to change. So at the level of the central executive, I'm advocating for some reforms that will bring us into alignment with the standard practice in other countries, but also it comes from a perspective that we have to be really aware of the challenges that the oil and gas industry will bring and prepare ourselves to address those challenges.
I'm certain you've been talking with delegates of the upcoming Congress tomorrow. What have you been hearing? And in addition to what you've said, what would you say is the one thing you'd say to people? This is why you should vote for Elson Low.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, of course, we're hearing again the cry that we need to be more grassroots. And one of the things that I find to be funny, which is interesting, is people say, "Oh, after the elections, you don't hear back from these people until the next elections, until the next Congress." I can guarantee delegates that they will be hearing from me, because my fundraising strategy relies on small dollar donations, working as a team to try and bring the party forward. So I'll absolutely be reaching out to you immediately. And I think that gives you a sense of the direction that I will try to push the party towards a system that really addresses what you as individuals in the party and supporters and citizens more broadly, what it is that really matters to you, ensuring that you have a responsive party, and in the process, raising more funds for the party than we've ever had before. So, that's ultimately the reason to vote for me, is that I'm really advocating change, and not just talking about change, but advocating it in really tangible ways. And one of the most tangible ways would be that you'll be getting a call from me to say, first of all, thanks for your support, but second of all, it's time for us to get moving.
Yep, and that fundraising idea is a fantastic one, because these organization needs money. People got needs out there, their constituents, and so they need money to function. I think that's a very great idea, and I think any system that embraces its young people, fresh blood, fresh views, fresh ideas, youth, is going to augur well for them. And so, Elson, we wish you nothing but the very, very, very best this coming weekend. And I hope that all goes well.
Thank you.
Final thoughts.
Thank you for having me on, and have a good rest of the evening. And to those who have supported me thus far, thank you, and I look forward to tomorrow.
Fantastic. Elson, thanks for coming through. Yep, young economists there, always out there talking about economic policies, what the government is doing, having his say, having his input, guys. Great to have him, and we want to wish all the candidates going into tomorrow's 21st Biannual Delegates Congress there of the PNC. We want to wish them well. We really want to wish them well. Thanks again, Elson, for coming by. Really, really happy that we've had you and to hear your thoughts going into this very, very important process, folks. And we're going to be bringing you some of the updates throughout the day tomorrow coming out of that process. So glad to see lots of you have joined us. We are going to have Amanza Walton-Desir in just a second. Good to see Angel Adele Wade is on the live stream. Angel, how are you doing there, Angel? Good to see you, Angel. Hope all is well. Rita Singh, good to see you, Rita. Good to see you, Rosanna. Good to see John Sullivan and Kesh Sharma. Folks, wherever you're joining us from this evening, we invite you to share the live stream. We want the world to see what the catfish regime doing to this country. The people got no style, got no class, got nothing. Nothing. They bring me down. We were going somewhere. We were on a trajectory. And yet here we are. Here is where we are. Here is where we are, people. Good to see Nandi, Melissa Lewis. Good to see Fern, Haricharan, Kelman Prasad. Good to see Tulsi Narayan. Good to see all you fantastic folks like Paul Henry and GT Rule Girls. So congratulations. Jennifer Barban, Nandi, Rowena, Diane, Sonita, all of you fantastic folks. Wherever you're joining the live stream from this evening, share the live stream. Again, for those of you who are joining us, y'all see the water coming through with GWI taps? Y'all see the water coming through the taps at GWI? Folks, let's show them the video again of Sophia. Oh, you're wicked, PPP. You're wicked. You're wicked, PPP. You're wicked. There's the water you're giving people, and y'all want...
Good morning. This is the water we have coming through our tap here in BP's Defiant. This is a service that Shake Bash, an oil producing company, is giving the residents.
Yep. Shake Bash your name calling. Shake Bash name calling. And happy calling. Shake Bash name calling. Right? He ain't got no business being any part of any governance structure. Shake Bash had the time, man. Come on the place. You must find something to do by the palms or so on. Must got games afternoon there or something. Come on, Shake Bash. You're improving the system. Move out the way. Privileged to have joining us this evening, the one and only Amanza Walton-Desir. Amanza, these people get any class and style. Welcome, Amanza. Welcome. Welcome, Amanza. How are you doing?
Hey, Sharon, good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm doing well by God's grace. How about you?
Thanks for coming by. We here with the Jagabats. You understand me? Amanza, these people need some of you in government, you know. Not in their government by any means. But I need you in government some class, some elegance, some sophistication. Come on, what are these guys doing? Pulling down this country. Yeah? Lie upon lie. Hypocrites. So we have been showing our viewers how they've been saying to the public servants, y'all can't get staff party. Y'all can't get social because of COVID. But they got all kind of lavish big dinners. They attending. I mean, these guys care with optics. They care with what people think. You say one thing, but you do something else. Among these people really care about this country. All right, we're going to wait until Amanza comes in. Clearly, her should be having some technical difficulties with Amanza, but we're going to hold for her.
Am I coming through clear?
Yes. Go right ahead, Amanza. All right, we're going to hold.
Sharon, are you hearing me now?
Go right ahead. The Jagabas trying with me.
Yes.
That's what happening here.
Look, it is very obvious that the PPPC, they don't care. And if that is not obvious by now, I don't know what is. Sharon,
Precisely.
I'm going to switch devices and come again. Let me see if that works.
Great. Thanks, Amanza. Amanza said it. The wicked, stink, and dirty. I can't put it any other place. I can't put it any other way. I don't know how to. I don't know how else to put it. When we think about them, we see Jagabats. When we think about them, we think wicked, stink, and dirty. How else do we put it, folks? How else do we put it? It is what it is. And that is what it is. How else do we put it? It's the facts. So we're going to hold for Amanza to come through. In the meantime, Cheryl Gillis, we see you. Dan Fordyce, we see you. Claudette Harry, we see you. Chisung Henry, we see you. Lexi Boss, we see you. Adele Semple, we see you. Cecile Ogle, Arvel Blackett, we see you. And we're privileged to have you. Guyana Hines, we out here. And we see you as well. Great to have each and every one of you. While Amanza comes back in, switching devices, we're going to big up some of the people. Teresa Jilt, I ain't seen a little while, girl. Michaela Webster, we out here, Michaela. Yep, I see Nandi Melissa Lewis is here as well. Yonet Elias, Garcia Husbands, fantastic people, fantastic folks. Alia Waldron, good to see you as well. Alia, how you doing there? Sandra Brotherson, great to see you as well. Great to see all you fantastic folks. Amanza is back. Amanza, talk the things for us. Talk the things for we.
Sharon, are you hearing me better now?
Yes, we are. Go right ahead, Amanza.
Awesome. Look, no, so I was saying that it is apparent to me that the PPP, and it ought to be apparent to every Guyanese, that the PPP, they do not care about appearances. They simply do not care. And I do not know what else they have to do or to demonstrate to indicate very clearly to Guyanese, particularly working class Guyanese, that they do not matter to the PPPC. And it is a travesty, it is unfortunate, it is hypocritical, because here you have a president that is preaching one Guyana, but is practicing something completely different. And that level of disconnect, like I said the other night I was on your show, is frightening, Sharon. It is frightening. If you study history, this type of disconnect from reality characterized Nazi Germany. We have to, as a people, be vigilant and guard against what is developing here. And it begins by every citizen understanding that you have a voice. Power belongs to the people and not to rulers. And we have to understand as a people that we can set up and we can take down. Every citizen has to raise their voice. Every public servant has to raise their voice. Where are the unions?
Yep.
The
Yep.
gross
Yep.
disrespect. You have one set of workers who are double dipping. And we're not saying that the sugar workers are not entitled to be compensated, but double dipping whilst another set is being completely neglected is just wrong. And those who may be benefiting from the largest must understand that when you create a society that is disproportionate, you are in for serious trouble. When you're creating a society where the middle class is all but disappearing, the working class believe that they cannot aspire to more, you are creating a situation of desperation, and the chickens will come home to roost.
And we see in this country, man, sir, for instance, what they're doing with the natural resource fund. We talking about 7,000 hamper. What they're doing to the natural resource fund to put themselves as beneficiaries, could draft how much money they want any given year, and pick the people on this board. Oh, Father, you want anything else to show these people corrupt? That is it. The natural resource fund.
And the people of Guyana must listen to me, man. As you, let's look at this thing as a parent. You would not, you as a parent, you work hard. You will not give over the management of your money to every and anybody because you understand the value of it. You
Correct.
understand the sweat that went into it. It is the same with the natural resource fund. That money belongs to Guyanese. And so Guyanese have to have an active interest in how it is spent. You as citizens, we as citizens are not removed from this, Sharon. We are not removed. All are involved and all are consumed is a very true saying. And so we have to begin to be vigilant. This is not as the opposition, we have our role to play, but as citizens first and foremost. Each of us have a voice and we have to use it. I was so appalled to read a nurse apparently made a post in dismay about the 7% and so on and so forth. And she's now on administrative leave because somebody took her post and sent it to the HR department. That is a direct attack on free speech and the freedom of expression. And that is how dictatorships begin to creep, and then they begin to be full-blown
Amanza, it's
dictatorships.
running now. It ain't creeping, it's running.
It is clearly running. And for those of us who will remain quiet, we must understand what that German priest had said. When they came for the Jews, I wasn't a Jew, so I didn't say anything. And when they came for the teachers, I wasn't a teacher, so I didn't say anything. And soon they came for me, and there was nobody to speak on my behalf. We have to defend each other. We have to defend our human rights and our dignity and our constitutional rights.
Yep. So they turn the social media police now. What she spoke is the truth. She expected more, she got less, and she was upset. You don't want her to say that?
And there's nothing wrong with that. She hasn't disclosed company information. This is information available for public consumption.
Yep.
So we have to begin to draw the line because, my brother, today, tomorrow, it could be one of us. But it has already been us. I mean,
yes.
you know, they say the God's about us, but that is the oath that we have taken to serve the people of Ghana without fear or favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But public servants have to diligently guard against being muted. You are the engine that keeps this country running, and you must be respected for it.
Yep. Amanza, you got a big weekend coming up, girl. Your name calling. You got a big weekend coming up. Like a little frightened. Though. How are you feeling, Amanza?
You know, I am feeling good. I think I've put in the work, and now it is up to whatever the good Lord will decide. And so for me, it is about those people who have committed to carrying through on what they've committed to do. Because, we can only do so much. I
So you're
have,
saying to us, you've run the race, you
I've,
fought the
I've
good
run,
fight,
I've
and you've
fought the
kept the
good
faith.
fight and I've kept the faith. And therefore, it is now for the delegates to decide what the way forward for the party will be. But Sharon, I had said in an earlier release that I did that it really is a sacred responsibility that delegates have. Because I was in a group discussion tonight and I was making the point that the Congress is about putting the pieces of a puzzle together. No one piece of a puzzle is irrelevant. It fits somewhere. And it is for us to put the puzzles in the right positions to paint that big picture. And the big picture that we want to paint is a PNCR that is vibrant, that is revitalized, that is re-energized with young women and young men leading the charge, being of course guided by our seasoned elders, because this is not a one pony show. This is about previous generations working with the current generation to move us into this bright new day. And so we as delegates have a responsibility to maybe zoom out for a minute from the internal issues and the internal politics to say, what is the PNC that we want people to see? How do we build our party into a world-class political party, able to, with our coalition partners, regain the seat of governance and really deliver Guyana from what is going on here? So this is a sacred, sacred responsibility. And I believe that each delegate will tomorrow search their hearts and search their minds, understand where the strengths of your candidates lie and put them in the requisite position. For me, I am firmly of the view that my strength is best brought to bear and there'll be maximum impact in the role as chair. I've worked for close to 18 years in governance. I have significant international experience. And so for me, I'm able to understand the organizational needs of the party and the individual needs of members. Now, it is not lost on me that I'm the only female running for the post of chair.
I was
And I
coming there.
believe, no, and I believe it is a good demonstration that we are cognizant of the need for gender balance, and that we and that not only are we going to put a female, but you have competent,
Yeah.
capable females. And I think that demonstration of trust is important, that we are cognizant, we are getting with the times,
Yeah.
we understand the role of the importance of having that balance, particularly when you have competent, capable people
And
able
it's
to
needed,
deliver that
Amanza.
balance.
It is needed. We have
It is
noted, for
needed.
instance, Amanza, the all-male board at GWI, and the water coming through the tap. Like lots of them don't have any kitchen study. Lots of them
Well,
don't have any kitchen. That
you
board
know,
needs something. The water coming
you
through the
know,
tap in this city and some other places.
it,
My God.
look, there has been an all-round deterioration of standards. But I want to make a very important point, and that is what we're talking about here, the research and the science bears us out in terms of how important it is to have women involved at the highest levels of politics in our country. Yale has done the study. Harvard they've done the studies. And so we understand, I think, as a party, our delegates understand the time. They understand the moment. Now, I have said from the inception that I have not run on a slate because I believe that as a party, we have to be able to work with whoever is in our party. I have also said that I will not.
The Jagabats. The
Sharon,
Jagabats. Amanza, the
Sharon,
Jagabats, the sweetest part. Talk to us.
are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you. The sweetest part. Talk to us again, Amanza.
Wow. I'm not sure what is happening with the internet connection tonight. I've done several Zooms all day and it has been very, very good.
It's the things, Amanza. It's them. Right ahead.
Right. So, no, I was making the point about what the research says about women in leadership and how impactful that is, and how important to the democratic process it is, and how important to the legislative agenda it is.
Holding for it, folks. Holding for it. Holding for Amanza. We're going to wrap up quickly because clearly we have a lot of challenges. There's a country. Is a country. Eh? Is a country can't get proper internet. We're going to wrap up quickly. We have Amanza back with us and we're going to wrap up quickly. Amanza.
Sharon, the challenges are myriad tonight, but
So
I just really wanted to. I just really wanted to say it to our I just really wanted to say to our delegates that from the inception of this process, I have said a couple of things. One, that I believe that our upcoming Congress is really a milestone one. I have said as well that as an independent candidate for chair, I will support whomever emerges.
And that's because this is the whole country. These people want to run. It's the whole country. Folks, we're going to be back with you guys next week. We're having all kinds of challenges. It's not us. It's just the service provider that we have. We're going to be back with you on the board next week, but we're going to be giving some coverage tomorrow to the 21st Biannual Delegates Congress of the PNCR. But we will be back next week in the ring. We're going to be out here tomorrow, giving you updates throughout the day. We may not be live, but we'll be giving you updates throughout the day via our website, crediblesourcesgy.com, and across social media. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we bring you updates from the 21st Biennial Delegates Congress of the PNCR. And we wish Amanza well tomorrow, running there for chair. And we wish all the other candidates well as well. Guys, good luck tomorrow out there. We're going to see you guys, Ringside is back here on Monday and throughout the day tomorrow on social media. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe.